Hello children, good morning. Welcome to geography class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 22, Marine Life and Deposits. Today we will study from page number 333 to page number 335. The objectives which today we are going to cover are realms of marine environment, division of pelagic realm, division of benthic realm, modes of marine life, marine vegetation, marine deposit that includes terrigenous deposits and pelagic deposits, importance of marine resources, ocean pollution, and the methods to check ocean water pollution. Today we will cover the first 5 objectives, which are number 1, realms of marine environment, number 2, division of pelagic realm, number 3, division of benthic realm, number 4, modes of marine life, and number 5, marine vegetation. Marine life or sea life or ocean life refers to the plants, animals, and other organisms that live in the salt water of the sea or ocean, or in the brackish water of coastal estuaries. Marine organisms produce oxygen and carbon. Shorelines, that is coastlines, are in part shaped and protected by marine life. And some marine organisms even help to create new land. The term marine comes from Latin word mare, meaning sea or ocean. Most life forms evolved initially in marine habitats. By volume, ocean provides about 90% of the living space on the planet. The earliest vertebrates appeared in the form of fish, which live exclusively in water. Some of these evolved into amphibians, which spent portions of their lives in water and portion on land, like frogs. Other fish evolved into land mammals and subsequently returned to the ocean as seals, dolphins, and whales. Plant forms such as kelp and algae grow in water and are the basis for some underwater ecosystems. Plankton forms the general foundation of the ocean food chain, mainly the phytoplankton, which are the key producers. Fish have gills instead of lungs to breathe. Marine mammals such as dolphins, whales, otters, and seals need to surface periodically to breathe air. There are over 2 lakh documented marine species, with perhaps 2 million marine species yet to be documented. Marine species range in the size from microscopic, including phytoplankton, which can be as small as 0.02 micrometers, to huge crustaceans like whales and dolphins, including the blue whale, which is the largest known animal, reaching 33 meters in length. Marine microorganisms, including bacteria and viruses, constitute about 70% of the total marine biomass. Now children, let us go through the technical terms and new words that are coming in today's class. The first term is marine environment. The total area from the sea coast to the greatest depth of the sea is termed as marine environment. Pelagic, open area in the sea that includes the entire mass of water. Benthic, the part of the ocean which is populated by organisms. The next term is neritic, part of the ocean with a depth of 200 meters, and it is the most populated area in the ocean by marine life. Oceanic province, part of the ocean which is more than 200 meters in depth. It has an upper lighted zone and lower dark zone. Littoral, the area which is characterized by high and low tide. Plankton, minute plant and animal organism that float in the ocean water. Phytoplankton, plant planktons are called phytoplanktons. Zooplankton, animal planktons are called zooplankton. Crustaceans, animals with hard shell and several pair of legs. They usually live in water. Crabs, lobster and shrimps are some of the examples of crustaceans. Diatoms, the plant and animals that live in cold water. Algae, marine vegetation consisting of primitive plants. Epiphytic, the algae growing on plants. Epizoic, the algae that grows on animals. Lettuce, a type of green algae. Halimeda, it is also a type of green algae. Macrocyst, a type of brown algae. Nereocyst, a type of brown algae. Now, let us start the chapter from page 333. First of all, we will discuss the marine environment and its division. The total area from the sea coast to the greatest depth of the sea is known as marine environment. It has a large variety of flora and fauna, that is plants and animals, and is divided into two principal realms. The two divisions of marine environment are pelagic realm and benthic realm. We will discuss both in detail with the help of some pictures. Pelagic realm refers to the open ocean environment that includes the entire mass of water. Benthic realm refers to that part of the ocean which is populated by organism. Pelagic realm further is divided into two parts. They are Neritic province and Oceanic province. Neritic province has a depth of 200 meters and it is the most populated area in the ocean by the marine life. It has shallow depth, low salinity, less turbulent or disturbance and more plant nutrients. It receives most of the sunlight and it is the natural habitat of fish. Oceanic province is more than 200 meters deep. It has an upper lighted zone and lower dark zone. This province is characterized by great geographical distribution, unmatched ranges of depth and relatively uniform temperature and salinity. The water in this oceanic province is clear and has no sediment of terrestrial origin or land origin. Benthic realm is further divided into two zones which are separated by a depth of 200 meters. They are littoral zone and the deep sea zone. Let us discuss both. The littoral zone is characterized by high and low tide levels. It has plenty of animal food, isopods, crustaceans and fishes. The word littoral means onshore or coastal. The deep sea zone extends from a depth of 200 meters to the deepest trenches in the ocean. It is characterized by uniformity of low temperature which varies from 1 degree Celsius to 5 degree Celsius and is darkest part of the ocean. On the whole, the population of organism decreases with the increase in the distance from the coast. Most organisms in the deep sea zone are carnivorous, means they are flesh-eating animals living on the organic debris of dead organism of upper zone. Children, now let us study the modes of marine life in detail. Marine plants and animals can be classified into three categories. They are plankton, benthos, and nekton. In this diagram, we can see that planktons are mostly found in the upper layer of the water. Nekton, they are found below the plankton, and benthos, they are found on the sea floor. Now, let us study about them one by one in detail. Plankton are minute plants and animal organisms that float or drift in the ocean water. Plankton are further divided into two parts, phytoplankton and zooplankton. Plant planktons are called phytoplanktons. They grow in shallow water and use sunlight and mineral nutrients. Animal planktons are known as zooplanktons. They also live in shallow water and use sunlight and mineral nutrients. Zooplankton are larger and more varied than phytoplankton. Jellyfish, arrowworms, and small crustaceans are important zooplankton. They live under different conditions of temperature, salinity, currents, and light. Diatoms form large percentage of plankton. They flourish well in cold water. They are brought by cold currents from the subarctic and Antarctic region to the temperate zone. They float on the surface and form chief food of the fish and many other sea animals. The second category of marine life are the benthos. These are organisms that are found on the ocean floor. Benthos are both mobile and immobile. The main examples of mobile benthos are lobsters, crabs, snails, burrowing clams, and worms. They either crawl or bounce on the ocean floor. The immobile benthos include plants like seaweeds and eelgrasses and animals like corals, sponges, barnacles, and oysters. Most of the benthos live in shallow water where they can receive the sunlight. The third category of marine life are the nekton. Nekton are the swimming organism and include fishes, whale, dolphins, porpoises, and other animals. They feed on plankton and keep on moving. They move from place to place in search of food and for breeding. They are more intelligent than other animals. The best example of nekton is dolphin. Dolphins have been successfully trained in some parts of the world to carry messages, mail, and tools from one place to another. Now, we will study about the marine vegetation. Marine vegetation mainly consists of primitive plant form, most outstanding of which is algae. The body of algae shows little or no difference of vegetative organs. There is no true root, stem, or leaf. Algae contain chlorophyll and are capable of photosynthesis. Algae are further divided into two parts. They are epiphytic and epizoic. The algae that grow on plants is called epiphytic, and the algae that grow on animals is known as epizoic. In this picture you can see that algae, they have grown on an insect body. Algae are beautifully colored. Most common among them are blue-green, green, red and brown. Blue-green are small plants found in fresh and warm water. Green algae makes use of sunlight and lives in shallow water less than 10 meters deep. Sea lettuce, Halimeda and Neptune's shaving brush are important examples of green algae. Red algae is the most beautiful of all the sea plants. Irish moss is its best example. Red Sea, which is located between Saudi Arabia and Northeast Africa, is named after the red algae. Brown algae is most advanced type of algae and it includes familiar forms such as kelp and sargassum. Here in this picture you can see both the brown algae, they are kelp and sargassum. Sargasso Sea, which is located in the east of North America, which is an important part of North Atlantic Ocean, is named after the sargassum algae. Some brown algae like Macrocystis and Nereocystis grow over 50 meters high. Brown algae are an important ocean resource for iodine and potash. Children, with this we complete our today's topic. Your homework is to go through the exercises given in page 339 and 340. The first question is from exercise 1. What are the two principal realms of marine environment? Question number 2. Name the two provinces of pelagic realm. Number 3. What are the two zones of the benthic realm? Question number 4. Name the three categories of marine plants and animals. Exercise 2. Question number 1. What is meant by marine environment? Into how many parts can it be divided? Define each of them. Question number 2. What is pelagic realm? Into how many parts can it be divided? Question number 3. What is benthic realm? How many parts are there in the benthic realm? Question number 4. Write short notes on number 1. Plankton, number 2. Benthos, number 3. Nekton. Question number 5. What are algae? Question number 9. Distinguish clearly between the following terms. Number 1. Pelagic realm and benthic realm. Number 2. Neritic province and oceanic province. Children, you have to write the answers of the following 4 questions in your copy. Question number 1. Define marine environment. Name the two main divisions of marine environment and explain each. Question number 2. What do you mean by benthic realm? Explain the two main zones into which the benthic realm is divided. Question number 3. Name the three main categories of marine plants and animals. Explain each. Question number 4. Write a note on marine vegetation. Explain the various types of algae. Hope that you have understood today's topic. You must go through the school links and the YouTube links given in your schedule. Hope that today's topic is clear to you. You must go through the school link and the YouTube link. You must read page 333 to 335. Learn the exercises and copy questions. Thank you so much.